Hi everyone, myself Sudha, working as an Associate Professor of Chemistry in Nalla Narasimha Reddy Engineering College. Let us see about crystal field splitting in square planar complexes. In a square planar complex, the central metal atom is surrounded by 4 ligands that are arranged in the corners of a square. And this square planar complex is imagined to be obtained from an octahedral complex where 2 ligands in the Z plane are completely removed. The square planar complex is imagined to be obtained from an octahedral complex where 2 ligands in the Z plane are completely removed. And in general, these square planar complexes this geometry is found in the complexes with D8 configuration, which includes rhodium-3, rhodium, iridium, palladium, platinum, and gold. So this configuration is mostly observed in transition metal complexes with D8 configuration. Now the 2 ligands on the Z-axis or on the Z-plane are removed from the complex, leaving only the ligands in the XY plane. So these ligands on the XY plane, they move closer towards the central metal when the ligands in the Z plane are removed. The 4 ligands that are present in the XY plane will move closer to the central metal atom when the ligands in the Z plane are removed. With the result, the d orbitals of the metal atom that contain XY plane are repelled more by the ligand fields than the d orbitals of the metal that contain Z plane. So as the ligands in the XY plane move closer, the d orbitals of the metal that possess the XY plane are repelled more by the ligand field. That is mainly the dxy and dx square minus y square orbitals of the central metal are repelled more by the ligand field. Whereas the d orbitals that contain Z plane, that means dyz, dzx and dz square, these orbitals are not in the path of the ligands, so they are not affected by the ligand field, so they undergo less repulsion. So the energy of these orbitals that contain Z plane will decrease, whereas the d orbitals of the metal that contain XY plane will increase. The energy of the d orbitals in the XY plane will increase, whereas the energy of the d orbitals that are present that contain Z plane will decrease. So that is dz square, dyz and dzx energy will decrease, whereas the energy of dx square minus y square and dxy orbitals increases. So the splitting as the geometry is imagined, the square planar geometry is imagined to be obtained from an octahedral geometry. The splitting diagram of the square planar complex is also imagined to be obtained from an octahedral complex. That means it is obtained from the splitting diagram of an octahedral complex. So let us see the splitting diagram of square planar geometry. So this is in general, like this is the crystal field splitting energy level diagram of an octahedral complex where T2G orbitals contain less energy and EG orbitals contain higher energy. Now, when the ligands on the Z plane are completely removed, among the dx square minus y square and dz square of the EG set, this again splits into 2 sets of different energies. The EG set, so in the square planar geometry, the EG set will again split into 2 sets of different energies, and the degenerate T2G set will again split into 2 sets of different energies. So in square planar complex, when the ligands on the Z plane are completely removed, the degenerate EG set will again split into 2 sets of different energies. Similarly, the degenerate T2G set also split into two sets of different energies. So if we see the EG set, dz square orbital, as it is less repelled, the energy of that dz square orbital decreases, whereas the energy of the dx square minus y square, because this orbital is present in the xy plane, the energy of this orbital increases more. Similarly, if we see the T2G set consisting of dxy, dyz and dzx, so in this there are two orbitals that are in the z plane and one orbital in the xy plane. So the orbital that is in the xy plane undergo more repulsion and energy of that is increased, whereas the orbitals that are present in the z plane will undergo less repulsion and the energy of those orbitals will decrease. So T2G set will again split into dxy with a higher energy, dyz, dzx with a lower energy. Similarly, EG set also splits into two sets of different energies, dz square with a lower energy and dx square minus y square with a higher energy. So this is the energy order of the d orbitals in a square planar geometry. dyz and dzx both possess same energy. That means they are degenerate. And the energy of these orbitals is found to decrease by minus 0.51 delta units than the T2G set of an octahedral complex. The energy of dyz and dzx orbitals is found to decrease again by minus 0.51 delta units compared to the T2G set of an octahedral complex. The T2G set of an octahedral complex contains 0.4 delta O. Whereas the dxy orbital of a T2G set is found to increase by 0.23 delta units than the energy possessed in an octahedral complex. The energy of dxy orbital is found to increase by 0.23 delta units than the energy of the dxy orbital in an octahedral complex. Similarly, the energy of dz square orbital is found to decrease by minus 0.43 delta units than the energy possessed by dz square in an octahedral complex. And the energy of dx square minus y square orbital is found to increase by 1.23 delta units than the energy of dx square minus y square in the octahedral geometry. So this is the energy of different orbitals in a square planar complex. dyz and dzx are found to possess minus 0.51 delta units. dz square has the energy of minus 0.43. dxy has the energy of 0.23, whereas dx square minus y square is found to possess the energy of 1.23 delta units. So here the negative sign in any complex, the negative sign indicates the decrease in energy. So this is the crystal field splitting energy level diagram of square planar complex, which is obtained from an octahedral geometry by removing the two ligands in the Z plane. So T2G set will again split into two sets, EG set will again split into two sets. So that is about the crystal field splitting in the square planar complexes. Thank you.